Hey guys, this is Rob with Moto E, and just wanted to show you what we call as our push-pull sprint set. You'll notice here that we've got our starting equipment is going to be the Concept 2 rower. Okay, you'll notice on the rower we have the display set so that it's set to distance. All right, because we're going to be doing 500-meter sprint. You'll notice that we use the man in the machine rock and roll system. We use it for both the pull-ups and the push-ups. All right, and we use one of the stands. This is Tyler Livesey's #1 championship stand that we use to get up and start it for the pull-ups. Today we've got Tyler and Pup that are going to show us what this pull-up, push-up, pull, and sprint set looks like. All right, what we use is we just use a big hanging bar. Again, once we'll start with the push-ups with man and machine. Then we go right into pull-ups on the top. Then we go right into a 500-meter sprint. We're going to have Tyler and Pup show you how we cycle this. So, Tyler, go ahead, bud. You notice that nice straight back. Notice he's doing it slow and with good quality. Notice how straight his back is on these. Notice that the bars aren't touching. If either end of the bars do touch, he has to start over. So that's why you're seeing him do it more focused and disciplined. I am warning you guys that are watching this at home, this is much tougher than he makes it look like. All right. And just so you know, when you're at home, we go through this set 3 to 5 times straight. All right, it's what we call a push-up, pull-up, sprint set. Notice he's getting his arms nice and straight on the way down. That's where most of your strength is going to be garnered. Notice his feet aren't touching the ground at all. All right, then what he's going to do is he's going to go ahead and start a 500-meter sprint. When he gets to about the minute and 15 mark, you're going to see Pup is then going to take over and start the same thing with a push-up, pull-up, and a sprint. And you'll notice they're taking their time early because by the time you get to set 3, you'll start to feel the residual of it. Now, as we get closer to race season, there's a few ways that we change the way we do it. A little bit more intensity, a little shorter rest interval. Okay? Again, these guys are making it look simple. They're starting out at a very even pace. This is not a sprint set because normally we would go ahead and do this 3 to 5 times depending on what time of the year we are. What I want you guys to notice is how Tyler is pushing back with his legs. Then he lets the arms retract and come towards the flywheel. Very important that you use all the muscle groups in the right format. All right, now because these guys train together all the time, they kind of know their pacing in between. Now you've got Pup that's going to go ahead. He's going to drop into the push-ups. Again, great form, flat back. Abdominals are tight. All right, it's going to come right up here into the pull-ups, excuse me. Again, notice how he starts with a nice straight arm all the way down. And again, with Pup's definition, you can see all the muscles. You can see why this is such an important exercise for motocross racers. It's working all the specific muscle groups. That's why we like the man and machine system for both pull-ups, push-ups, and you'll also notice on our row machine that we use their row bar as well. Very important piece of equipment. Now Pup just has gotten finished. Now Tyler will go right back to push-ups, pull-ups. Okay, we'll give him about a 30-second break just so he can stretch. All right, that's the most important thing, is making sure that you don't strain any of the muscle tissue. Just because you can go out and blast one big set doesn't help you out very much if you're always hurt. So what Tyler will do is Tyler's going to go into some upper body stretches. He's going to go into some lower leg stretches. And we give her a good 35 to 45 seconds in between. Okay? What you're noticing here is he's stretching hamstrings, lower back. All right? You can go to our stretch videos and get a whole recap of what we use with our riders to avoid injuries. But now, Pup, you got to understand, these are the same muscle groups that you just used for the push-up and the pull-up. Very specific to motocross because everything is about pushing and pulling, whether you're getting yourself set up for the whoops or whether you're trying to adjust the bike midair. Okay? So what Tyler will continue to do, you can't see him behind the scenes right now, but he's working on chest muscles, back muscles, inner and outer thigh. Again, go to our stretch videos and you'll get a recap of all those. We have them broken down by body parts specific to motocross. All right. One of the things I want you to notice here with Pup, all right, is I want you to really pay attention to the muscle groups. Very important that you get an idea. These are all the posterior muscles that you use in motocross. That's why this man and machine system is so incredibly productive. Please understand, anyone who's listening to this, every piece of equipment we have here we have purchased. Nothing has been given to us because we believe in the product. So for those who think that we only promote something because we're given it, that's not the case. We purchase all of our equipment. We just want you to see how you can use it firsthand. Again, these guys are making it look pretty simple, all right? And the idea that you're looking for is you've got Tyler, who's now finished with his stretching. He's going to go right back into the second set of pull-ups. Excuse me, right into the second set of push-ups. All right, now Pup will now go and stretch upper pecs, back, shoulders, legs. All right. And from there, right back up to pull-ups. And for you that are at home that are watching this, please understand these guys know how to focus on diaphragmatic breathing early. Otherwise, they would not be able to finish 2 to 3 sets like this back to back. Even with the little bit of rest that we give for stretching, the idea here is we're here to just maintain quality. We never sacrifice form for quality. It's better to do 2 or 3 correctly than to do a bunch of them incorrectly. That reduces your risk of injury, and it also forces the tissue to step up to the level that's necessary. Tyler's going to knock out a 500-meter sprint here, and you guys will get an idea of how we put it all together here at Moto E. Tyler happens to come from a pretty extensive strength background, so you can see the power in the quads. A lot of times when we're using the Concept 2 rower, we'll actually put it on power display so we can get an idea to make sure that his power output is consistent. Again, great form, big powerful pushback with the legs, pulls the arms back in. Again, the reason why we use this piece of equipment is it very closely emulates the demands of racing. Now, if we have a heart rate monitor on our guys, which we won't share in the context of this video, but there are certain percentages that we hit based on the characteristics of the races that we're training for. Again, good form with the legs going back. And there you go. Now you've got Pup starting his second set using the man and machine rock and roll system. You got Tyler just finishing a 500-meter sprint using the man and machine bars on the Concept 2. We happen to use the Model D here at Moto E. So we hope that this has helped you create some clarification as to how these guys train. This is a very important push-up, pull, and sprint exercise that we use with all of our riders. So we hope you enjoyed it and found it informative. And until next time, take care.